One of the important parts about catching a muskie, beyond getting it to bite of course, is the hook set. Muskies have a very bony mouth. They actually have very strong jaws. So when they clamp onto that bait, what you've got to do to set the hook is actually slide that bait in his mouth. You know, it's got to get some movement to drive the hooks in. And that's the reason that I like to use a real heavy rod. This rod is 8.5 foot long, but it's an extra heavy rod. It's got very little bend to it. I'd say the minimum you'd want to go to is maybe a heavy action rod. And the reason for that is obviously when you set that hook, if that rod is flexing and bending over too much, you aren't getting the power in the hook set that you need to slide that bait in its mouth. The second thing you'll want to look at is a no stretch line to actually transmit all of that power to the hook set. But a lot of people ask on the line, why do you need 80 or 100 pound test braid when these fish, you know, the world record's only 60 some pounds? Why do you need such a heavy line? Well, when you think about it, when that fish hits and you pull, you're going to be putting a lot of tension on that knot. So you need a heavy enough line to take that initial impact of that hard hook set. So the other thing you want to look at in the line is obviously a no stretch line. Many times muskie will bite way out at the end of the cast and you're trying to make long casts. And if you got something like a monofilament or something like that and you go to set the hook, the stretch is going to take up all the power. So look at a heavy action rod, look at a no stretch line, and get that 80 to 100 pound test so you can drive those hooks home and get that fish in the boat.